Guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Get Rich with Weeb. A lot of people have been asking me lately about the best books to get started in investing, to learn more about ways of investing. So, what I wanted to do is today I wanted to list my best top five investing books. Okay, I'll give you all what you need. I'll tell you even if you're a beginner or if you're inexperienced what you should read. But before you start reading any investing books, really, what I recommend for any beginner investor to do is to go on YouTube and to Google some specific things first. So the first thing you should know is you should understand what is a stock, what is the meaning of a stock, what does a stock do. Second thing you should Google is you should start learning about how do stocks get listed. Just learn as much as you can. Try to do it on YouTube. About the stock exchange. What is the stock exchange? What are the types of stocks out there? What is the types of what ways you can make from stocks? Because in stocks you have options, you have futures, you have shorting. Okay, there's a ton of ways to actually make money from stocks. So what I would recommend is you first start watching videos or Googling these subjects. Some of the websites, if you want to check websites, one of the best websites is Investopedia. It's probably the best website to learn anything about investing. Investopedia, okay. So yeah, Google and search on YouTube for these subjects. So after you've done this, and after you've done understood what is the stock, also search for charts, the candle chart patterns. This is something that you should also know about. Okay, so after you've done this and you've understood what is a stock and you've understood the ways you can make money out of stocks, you can now start reading and understanding exactly what is the best way and what is the most efficient way to make money out of stocks. Okay, so let's start doing this. Okay, and yeah, so these are my top 5 books for investing. Okay, so number 1, we'll start by, of course, the first ever book and the best book about investing, probably, which is The Intelligent Investor. In this book, and this is also the book that Warren Buffett recommends, and he says this is the best investing book that you'd ever read. Okay, like you just read this book and you will probably make a lot of money already. This book is written by Benjamin Graham. Okay, and Benjamin Graham was he was the teacher or the professor that taught Warren Buffett everything about investing. He taught him, to rephrase it, value investing. He's called the father of value investing. He was the creator of value investing, and he taught it to Warren Buffett. And he wrote this book. And in this book, he outlines exactly what you should do to invest safely with minimal risk. Okay. He takes the value investing approach. Okay, so if you're into value investing, you should check it out. But I think the Intelligent Investor, anyone, like you learn about the stock market, you learn what the stock are, and you learn how you can make money in stocks. The first book to pick would be The Intelligent Investor. Like hands down, the best. It really is the best. It outlines to you exactly what you should do so that you don't lose much money. Okay. And of course, one of the best tips Warren Buffett said is, if you remember, never lose money in the stock market. Step 1. Step 2, don't forget step 1. Okay, so this is the first book, The Intelligent Investor. Number 2, okay, after you've done with The Intelligent Investor, I would recommend you go ahead and pick up the book called How to Make Money in Stocks. It's written by William O'Neill, which is a very, very experienced stock market investor and trader. In this book, he outlines to you exactly. In this book, he actually takes the growth investing approach, which has a little more risk and a little bit more volatility, but much higher returns, which is the investing approach that I like to take personally. So you can go ahead to check it out. It's called How to Make Money in Stocks. Okay, he tells you what to look for and what to avoid, when to sell, when to buy, how to predict bear markets. He uses a method called the CAN-SLIM method, which each letter stands for something. CANSLIM. Each one stands for something. Check it out. Okay, very good book. My third book on this list, so this is the third book I would say, check out One Up Wall Street, which is written by Peter Lynch. And Peter Lynch basically was one of the best, if not the best, performing traders and investor in the history of the stock market. He managed the Magellan Fidelity Fund, and he was able to actually the Fidelity Magellan Fund, and he was able to return an average of 30% for 20 years. So this is of course amazing. In this book he details you how to pick stocks that could 10 times your money in the future, what to look for and what to avoid. And the best thing in the end of each chapter or couple of chapters, he gives you a summary, a checklist which you could follow. Okay. Number 4 is common profits and common stocks and uncommon profits. Okay. This is also another one of the best books to ever read on stock market. In this book, the author gives you, I don't really remember the name of the author, but in the book he gives you 15 points to follow when choosing stocks. Okay, he also uses a little bit of growth investing, and he says the growth investing is the best way of investing, unlike value investing. A lot of people now say that value investing is dead and outdated. Okay, so I think you should go ahead with the growth investing. So he details you 15 points to follow when picking stocks, and when to buy, when to sell, what to avoid. Okay, so this is the 4th book. And finally the 5th, and it's a lot of people have controversy on this book, but I actually believe it's one of the very best books. It's called The Little Book That Beats the Market. Basically the book, it's all about, it's not really describing you how to pick stocks, okay, but basically in the book, Joel Greenblatt, he's actually detailing to you ways or his strategy of picking stocks, which is a strategy he calls the magic formula. And using the magic formula, you can average returns of more than 30% per year. And yes, it's still functioning to this day. Okay, so yeah, those actually were my 5 top books. Tell me what you think, guys. If you have any additions, please let them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your suggestions of any other books that maybe I could be reading and we could be benefiting together. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell for more videos, growth investing, value investing, managing your money.